Hello again. This is The Balanced Life, Redefine Success, Redefine Fail. And I'm Tiffany, and today we're continuing on week 5 of Maslow's hierarchy of needs. In this one, we're transitioning out of like physical body needs and onto cognitive needs. I guess last week with Esteem was a little bit more psychological, but it's still an emotional need. This is more extended hierarchy of needs, like where they transition beyond the original needs up into higher cognitive, so cognitive, aesthetic, and self-actualization and transcendence. So those would be the last 4. In this one, we are moving beyond survival to growth. I want to read you a quote from the Wikipedia article that I have linked in the description below. It says, this is just a portion of it, I'm not reading the whole thing. People have cognitive needs such as creativity, foresight, curiosity, and meaning. Individuals who enjoy activities that require deliberation and brainstorming have a greater need for cognition. Continuing, cognitive needs crave meaning, information, comprehension, and curiosity. This creates a will to learn and attain knowledge. Okay, so this is really what this channel is about. While I deal with our physical needs and our need for food and shelter and understanding our world around us, really the goal of my channel is to move us up this pyramid as represented with that and move us up to creative thought and seeing our life as something bigger and better. This is where people learn, grow, expand, and create. And this is what's really exciting. Not everyone is lucky enough to be able to move in to this level of growth. We are very blessed in America and Europe and these other countries, Australia. I'm not going to try to list all of them. But if you're watching this video, you are among the blessed. Not everyone in every country has as ready an opportunity to experience the kind of growth that it's talking about here. But those who can and choose to, it's a wonderful challenge. I've been to other countries and I've been places where people have to struggle and don't immediately start out with things as easy as we have it. And that doesn't mean that everybody can't move to a higher level. But I feel like since, to whom much is given, much is required. And I feel like we have an obligation to work to improve life for everyone and reach back and pull people forward. So along those lines, what do you enjoy learning about? And how would you like to stretch and expand? I've done a few things in my life. Like I said, we've adopted a child from another country. It was a child with disabilities, and she is doing well. And I've also sponsored children since my husband and I got married. We got married in July of 96, and we started in September of 96 sponsoring a child. We now sponsor 2 simultaneously, although they've changed over the years because they age out or the family graduates or something. We've also given to charities. We also take things when we go to other countries to help people. This isn't about yay, great, tiff, whatever. It's about, I'm telling you about how important it is to reach back. And in this level of Maslow, it's not just about meeting our own needs, I don't think. I think it's about reaching a sense of higher purpose and trying to help other people to have a chance to reach their fullest potential and their higher purpose. So, like I said, what do you enjoy learning about? Can you become great at that and use it to help someone else? What problem are you uniquely qualified to solve? Look at what's happening around you and solve that problem. There's a series, I think it's on PBS actually, that my husband's been watching for years, and it's The Men Who Built America and then The Foods That Built America, which that is surprisingly interesting, especially when you find out the history of how Fritos and I think it was either Cheetos or Cheese Puffs came to be and how they were tied to the war effort and things like that, and what people did to try to keep themselves afloat. Anyway, it's really interesting. But what you get from that is finding out thinking differently, thinking creatively, not just accepting no for an answer, but Like I always tell my kids, don't tell me you can't, show me how you can. You know, where there's a will, there's a way. The history is full of people who have overcome amazing challenges to become more than most of us have ever become, who started out, you know, wherever we started. But your goal should be trying to not only reach that level for yourself, but to try to help somebody else. And I don't mean by pandering or being condescending. I mean by coaching, by mentoring, by creating a world where people are able to learn and meet the best of our opportunities. I don't mean giving out to everybody. I'm not a fan of handouts at all. If you watch my videos for any length of time, you see that I'm very much about not entitlement, but empowerment. Teaching people that they can become, and then showing them how other people have done it so they can create their own path to getting there. So that's what this week is really about. So as we're going through this time where it can be very difficult, this gives us the perfect opportunity to find ways to solve problems. Remember, I talked in a previous video, if you haven't seen it, go to the channel, where I talked about how pressure and stress exposes weaknesses that already existed. Now you can find a way, once you find those weaknesses, can you solve a problem and eliminate those weaknesses entirely, or help other people to not have those weaknesses? So like the people that invent medicate like penicillin and things like that back in the day, there was a weakness in the body and they were able to solve a problem that fixed the weakness for everybody. So you're not going to invent penicillin. However, there is something in your realm, in your sphere of influence, where you can make an impactful difference. Consider what that might be. Talk about it in the comments below and share this with others. I encourage you to move into this higher level of Maslow and get beyond just focusing on your immediate need, and let's start to change the world around us. I'll see you next time.